Welcome to Feathers Reach, my little tiny living cabin homestead. Come on in, I'm going to give you a tour. So, welcome to my little cabin, tiny house type living. I moved in here in August, so what's that, 5 months ago. I'm not off grid. I do have hydro. I do not have indoor plumbing. I use an outhouse. And I bring water in from outside for bathing and drinking, etc. I do bathe here, but I also have friends who let me shower at their place when I want a really good scrub down. And in the summer, I have an outdoor shower. So this is the portable sink. I got it from the Cabin Depot. It's a Canadian cabin superstore. You just pump your foot here and the water comes out and it drains here. I've got it draining into this jug here, and then I just dispose of it afterwards. And then we have my drinking water for me and the animals here. So for my kitchen area, I have this vintage stove that was here when I moved in. I'm not sure how old it is, but as you can see, it's pretty ancient. There's push buttons for the burners. The burners did start acting up last week, so I'm not sure if I'm going to repair it or send it down the road. I do have a full-size fridge here, and I have a island that I brought in for meal prep. For washing dishes, I have a 2-bin system that I do at home if I'm not at work. The main living area here is 24 feet by 15 feet, and the bedroom loft is upstairs. One challenge that a lot of people find when they're doing tiny living is storage. Luckily, whoever built this place had that in mind. There's a deep storage area under the stairs, and there's also some shelving there. It's also where I keep 2 of the litter boxes. I do have 3 cats, and the rule of thumb is to have 1 extra litter box than you have cats. So I do have 4 litter boxes. 2 are underneath the stairs here, and 2 of them are upstairs. Coming into the living room, there's more storage area, some small kitchen appliances, and then whoop, you're in the living room. I do have this really cute kitchen table and chairs. They were gifted to me. The chairs were gifted by a different person than the table, but they are both perfect. They fit right by this window. I can look outside while I'm eating or working on my computer. And again, making use of space. This is where I store my extra water jugs for drinking. And that's Riddle. Hi, bud. So really, this is almost my favorite time of day. I do like my mornings, but the evenings after work, when everyone is gathered in the living room, it's just a really cozy place to hang out. I've got a little TV set up over there, and then all the pets come and hang out with me. So I moved here in August. It's now almost the end of January. I'm kind of riding this winter, seeing what happens, what things are like, which explains this awesome silver foil here at the end wall. Those are actually double barn doors that open, and there's quite a lot of draft coming through them, so that's my temporary fix. I am getting some Durospan insulation board that I'm going to cover those temporarily over the winter. And hopefully that'll help with the draftiness, because those minus 30 wind chill nights, you can really feel it. Even though my wood stove works pretty hard for me, I definitely need a lot of TLC here. I am a big nature nut, so I have all kinds of nature prints hung up around the house. Okay, so this is the wood stove chimney. A friend he actually got everything up to code for me when I moved in and framed that in. So there is a closet here, and this is where my laundry hangs out. This here is another handy thing I got at the Cabin Depot. It's my minus 30 toilet. So it is actually meant to be a composting toilet. I don't use it as a composter. It's just like I don't want to go out to the outhouse right now. It does the trick on cold nights and early mornings, and it's easy to clean out afterwards. Here we are in the loft. It is pretty spacious. There's Ming doing her thing. Hi, Mingy. The only thing I had to get used to when I first moved here was the fact that the ceilings are slanted and I would bang my head on them. I've learned to not do that now. But here you can see what I was talking about, the storage. So inside the wall, they've built all these cupboards. So there's a whole bunch of cupboards along the way and drawers along the bottom. So these have been amazing for storage. Peekaboo. And just a word on why I've called my home and this homestead Feather's Reach. It's named after my dog Feather. She passed away just before, well, 2 months before I moved in here. So I wanted to think of a way to dedicate something to her. I do want to turn this homestead into a healing place. My goal is to have nature therapy for people who are going through grief or trauma in their life. I'm also wanting to make this an animal rescue in some capacity. I don't know if I'll have a rescue here or if I'll just foster. I do have a lot of rescue animals as pets, but I also want to be able to rehabilitate them and rehome them. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but that's the goal.